There we go. Morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to class today. You will want a strap and go ahead and put the strap in I don't know, not a huge, excuse me, not a huge loop, but a reasonable loop. And then just set that aside. We're going to be working with, I'm just going to try to kind of nail this tail end a little bit so it doesn't fly around my face. We're going to be working with upper body and back body. And since last couple of classes, I've really worked the legs pretty hard. So we're going to give those little legs a break. So find a position that feels good, that you can sit for a little bit, always knowing that you can change it up if you need to. And I'm wearing green because it's almost St. Patrick's Day and it's almost Brittany's birthday. So we're celebrating. Okay. So let's sit well, everybody. Maybe take the shoulders up to the ears and then roll them down and let the elbows get nice and heavy. Let the hands relax on your lap or on your knees. Find your breath. Start to take the breath in nice and deep. And exhale, let it go. Maybe closing the eyes, just starting to really come onto your mat fully, into your yoga practice fully. I remember a teacher saying one time that you start your practice of yoga when you get in your car and head toward class. And I always thought that was interesting. So when you get up in the morning and you're getting ready for your yoga practice, maybe the whole centering, the whole mindset starts there. But just as you're seated, notice your shoulders, notice where they are in space, notice any tension in your head or your neck. And as you take that deep breath in, you notice the chest rise, shoulders draw back. And as you exhale, try to keep that lift in the chest. Feeling the breath move in through the nose and out through the nose. And then allow your eyes to open, hands on either side. Take the arms up. Exhale to your heart. And release. Do it again. And exhale. Good. 3 more, just like that. Exhale. Notice that nice deep inhale. Go all the way to the bottom of the lungs. And exhale. Last one. And exhale. And let go. Take one hand down. Let's just bring the other arm open. And then push off, lift that arm, go to the other side. And up again. Good. And just kind of make it easy and purposeful at the same time. Noticing your breath, noticing the side body starting to stretch. Often we think about posture, we think that it's just the shoulders, but it is the entire core. Good. One more, both sides. Stretching it out. Little bit of dynamic movement here. And back to center. Bring the arms to cactus. Turn the body to one side. And then whichever side you turn, take that opposite elbow and push it away. Push it away. Hold. Good. And then keep the twist, but bring the elbows together. And then move them away. Good. Exhale. Bring those elbows together and open. One more right there. squeeze, and then open them away from each other. Come back to center, go the other way. Good, and breathe. And notice, bring that opposite elbow way away from you, lift through the chest, and then bring the elbows together and open. Woo, good, and squeeze together. I don't know if anybody's feeling this. Open, good, one more time, big squeeze and open, and then come back to center. Whew, and let go. Good, shake that out. Take both arms in front of you. Going to do this a little bit different way. Miss Betty showed me this, but I'm going to do it just a little different so I can try to keep it straight. So the arms are in front of you, the shoulders draw down. You should feel your shoulder blades draw down. Good. I want you to just hold soft fists like you're pulling a rope beside you and feel the back body squeeze. Don't over squeeze. Keep your elbows about the level of your shoulders. Stick your thumbs out. And then come to cactus arms, but your thumbs are kind of pointing. Breathe, and then press the forearms back. I don't know if I'm doing that right, Betty. Yeah, so thumbs go back. See, I'm looking at Betty going, she's only shown it to me like a million times. Good, and then release, release, press out. Good, squeeze them back. Bring the arms to cactus arms. Turn the thumbs back. And then as if you could touch the thumbs behind you, feel that squeeze in your back. We're going to do that one more time. Release, pull it back, squeeze, feel the shoulder blades draw down, take it to cactus, turn the thumbs behind you, and then imagine touching those thumbs to the floor. Release, 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 and shake that out. It's amazing how that little bit can really do a lot. So go ahead and grab your strap, everyone. Your distance is going to kind of be up to you. You can see mine is wider than the shoulders. It's almost about level with where my knees are sitting, or the width of where my knees are sitting. And take the arms up. Whew. Bend the elbows. I'm just resting my hands inside the strap, so I'm not holding it. And then bring it up and down. Good. And don't go any further than makes sense for you. Watch any shoulder injuries and breathe. Notice what you're doing with your head, if anything, right? Try to keep the head neutral. Good. One more here. Take it up, bring it in front of you as if you could skim your nose. Keep it really close. Down. Feel the shoulder blades. 3. Good. 2 more. Down. Whoo. And down. And take that up. Release it down. Nice job, everybody. I want you to straighten both legs. Just set your strap on your lap for now. And shake out those legs. Roll the shoulders. Good, nice flex of the feet, good Dandasana pose. Let's get those quads, those thigh muscles engaged, sitting up nice and tall. The hands come down at your sides, pressing down toward the floor. Again, feeling the draw of the shoulder blades going down the back. And then just squeeze shoulder blades together. So we're working with the rhomboids and the trapezius muscles in the back body, as well as some of the spinal long spinal muscles. So we're just as if we could press our elbows to the back room and breathe. Good. Release that. Take the arms up. I want you to grab a rope above your head, pull it down, elbows to waist, and reach up. Don't forget about your legs. Exhale. Bring it up. Exhale. Good. Last one here. And exhale, shake that out, let that go. Keep your strap with you. You're going to come down to the floor. The knees stay bent. Keep that strap nearby where you can grab it. Take the arms to cactus pose. So once again, right, we notice what happens here. If you feel like you're overarching because of the way the arms are, see if you can level out through the tailbone, through the sacrum, and just have a little bit of space behind your lower back. And then do little snow angels. Let the arms float up overhead and then the elbows back down to your sides. Good. And just float the arms, right? And not float as in lift, but just let them slide on the floor above the head and then down, elbows down toward your waist. Good. Just one more here. And breathe. Good. The next time the elbows are heading down, just squeeze back body a little bit. Try not to overlift your chin. If you are more rounded in your back, you're going to want something under your head. Just squeeze and then see if you can press your hands into the floor. So we're really working with that back body. And then release everybody. Shake those arms out and breathe. Come back to cactus arms. Look on either side. See that your elbows are right outside your shoulders. And then take the fingertips toward the ceiling. And then take the palms down to the floor, not alongside your hips, but so internal, external rotation. You're just they may not touch the floor. Don't worry about any of that. You're just bringing palms down and then palms up. Breathe. Internal, external rotation. You'll notice when the palms are down, the shoulders want to round forward. That's normal. Good. One more. And release. Shake those arms out. Grab your strap. Now, you don't need it this long. If you want, you can fold it in half again, just so you've got something that you're holding on to with both hands. Your right leg is going to go straight. The arms are holding, or the hands are holding your strap. The strap goes over your head. Palms are face up. I'm not touching the floor. Your left foot is on the floor. Okay, your left foot is on the floor. Take your left leg and bring it to 90 degrees. And then reach the arms back over that knee as if you could touch your ankle. So the first few we're going to do just like this. Good. When you release, straighten the legs, straighten the arms overhead. Good. Exhales, just squeeze the knee in. Try to tap that strap toward the ankle and release. Good. One more. Squeeze it in and release. Now, this is optional. Watch your next. When you bring those arms up, lift and crunch and look at your ankle and then release it again. Good. We're going to do 5 more, either head lifts or not. Squeeze it in and release. Squeeze, everybody. And release. We got 2 left. Slow, go slower. The slower you go, the harder it is. Last one. Squeeze. Grab that foot with your strap. Take the leg up toward the ceiling. Let that head go. If your strap is too short, go ahead and lengthen it out, stretching out through the hamstring. Tone your belly. Optional to lift the right leg. Just a few inches, working with our core. Imagine squeezing a block between the thighs. Keep the legs really active, everyone. And then lower your right leg, bend your left knee, take that strap out, both legs straight. Ah, good. Bend your right knee, put that foot on the floor. Left leg is long and active. Take the right leg to 90 degrees. Take the arms overhead. We're going to start the same way. Keep the lower body a bit active. And then just reach the arms up. Try to tap your ankle or your shin and straightening the leg. Good. And then bend the knee, bring it in, and straighten both leg and arms over. Good. Last one like this. Squeeze and extend, and then an optional lift of the head for 5 more. Squeeze, look at your elbow, look at your ankle and open. Don't forget to exhale As the knee and the arms come together, squeeze. 2 left. Ooh, squeeze. Yep. And last one, squeeze, hold, hook that foot if you can. If you cannot, by the way, certainly just grab your ankle or grab your shin or your knee. And then optional again, lift the left leg. Let the shoulders be heavy. Breathe. Imagine drawing the shoulder blades down your back. Find your breath. And then lower the left leg, bend the right knee, release your strap, set that strap aside. Both feet on the floor, both knees bent. While we're here, let's take the arms into robot arms, drawing the shoulders down to the floor. The fingertips are pointing up toward your ceiling. Lengthen through the tailbone, lift the hips. Let's come into a little bit of bridge work here. Pressing the hips up, and then just tap the hips down and lift right back up. Good, breathe. Tap down and press up. Good, this is 3. Press it up and down. Good, this is 4 and down. This one, I want you to hold, lift the hips, but lengthen the tailbone. Imagine pressing the tailbone up toward the ceiling. Let the hands come down to the floor, palms face down, and then press the entire arm into the floor. Good, breathe everybody. Pressing the arm down, lifting through the chest, the legs. Release all the way down to the floor. Well done. Bring those knees to your chest, rock side to side. And then roll the knees to one side and come on back up. Grab your strap. Both feet are on the floor. This is going to be a little bit tricky, just so you know. You can let go of the strap, you can let go of everything, right? And just do a little kind of boat-ish pose. So I'm going to take the arms overhead. When I'm ready, I'm going to bring one knee in and just tap, okay? And then extend out. And tap, right? So we're leaning back. Obviously, we're working core. Squeeze that belly and extend. 2 more. Squeeze and extend. Last one. Squeeze and extend and hold. Hold. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Wrap yourself around. Take a nice deep breath. You got it. All right, let's do the other side so we can be done with this. Take the arms up, plant those heels, lift one knee, wrap the strap, and then extend up. Woo. And down. Good. Extend. Don't let the head fall back. Reach. You got it. Woo. Last one. And hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Set your strap aside. Come on to table pose, everybody. Now, if you want, please cushion your knees. We're going to be here for a little bit. So make sure you're taking good care of yourself. Your blocks can be up at the front of your mat. Whew. And then plant your hands. So I've been seeing this a little bit, and I wanted to address it. We talk a lot about integrity, right? And if we're doing a lunge, we don't want to, and don't come into a lunge, but we talk a lot about if we're doing a lunge, we don't want to just kind of drop through that hip point. Stay with the shoulders. And what I've been seeing is a bit of a collapse in the shoulders, especially in downward facing dog. So We're in table pose. I want you to gather up that all that goodness between the elbows, right? So Doug Keller would say, take the elbows out to the side and then wrap them in. And what that does is externally rotate the shoulders. And then your hands in down dog are, generally speaking, shoulders width apart. Some of us go a little bit wider. When you look at your hands, the fingers, the index is either pointing straight ahead or the middle finger is pointing straight ahead, but it's this external rotation. Now, even though I had you put a pillow under your blanket under your knees, I realize you're going to walk those knees back. So you might want to, if you want to keep that blanket there, do the hands, do the elbows, do the shoulders, walk the knees back, but don't drop the hips and don't do anything. Squeeze that goodness between your elbows, whew, right? Like a little beach ball. Feel the work of the shoulders. Draw the shoulders blades down isometrically. And then push the arms away from you to bring the head between the arms and hold. Notice that I'm not dropping my head to the floor here. I want you to think down dog. So we're firing up the arms, the shoulders. Feel the bottom tips of the shoulder blades draw down. Feel the low belly draw in and hold. Relax your head, neck, right? No big tension there, but don't drop the head to the floor. And then pull yourself right back up. Come back to table pose. Find your breath. Gather up I always think of laundry. I don't know why, right? Hold it. Like if you empty a really big dryer full of laundry, and you're trying to hang on to it, there's that image. But let's make it all kinds of goodness instead, or a really cool beach ball. Hold on to it. Feel the energy of the upper shoulders, the deltoids, the rotator cuff muscles. Hold that and then just slide the knees back. Keep the arms, but then press the hands away isometrically until the ears come about level with your arms. Now try to pull the arms apart just a little bit. Find your breath. Release, come on back up. This time, down dog, right? Hold on to all that goodness between the elbows. Feel the tips of the shoulder blades draw down. Feel the low belly tuck in. Flip your toes under and lift the knees just a few inches. And breathe. Notice any tension. Try to release that tension. Try to pull the hands away from each other. Woo! Now slide the heels or the hips back. Keep the arms. Starting to lower the head between those arms. The knees are deeply bent. Come up to almost tippy toes so the heels rise up really high. Straighten the legs. The arms are still the same. And then lower the heels any amount. Feel your upper body. Woo! Notice you're not diving down toward the floor. The shoulders are intact. The joints are being supported by the muscles. Good. Come to your tippy toes. Woo! Lower your knees. And just release your pose. I know, right? Everybody's grabbing their wrists. Shake them out. It is an interesting thing, right? Because when we deep dive through the joints, whether it's hips or shoulders, our potential for injury increases in my opinion. So, all right, so shake out those wrists, everybody. I want you to take both hands in front of you. Let me scoot back a little, make sure you can see. And just plant your palms. Whew. Good. Drop the shoulders. Tone the belly. If you are not able to sit cross-legged, just take the legs wide or bend the knees out to the sides. If you can't reach the hands, just put the hands on blocks, okay? Open up the chest, draw the lower belly in, think about down dog right here. What do you have to do to make this down dog supportive for the shoulders? Good. Turn both hands out to the sides. Watch your wrists. The hands, the palms do not have to touch, but the fingers are pointing out toward their sides, if you can. Yeah, so Betty, if you can, just turn the wrists even more. So it don't force it though. Good. Breathe. Notice. Draw the shoulders back. Just working with the wrists for a minute. Trickier still, turn the fingers and point toward you. Do not force this in any way. My heels of my hands do not touch. This is a huge stretch for the wrists. Be gentle. Peel your fingers off. Turn one palm down or one back of the hand down, only one. The other hand is supporting. Release that, turn the other palm down. Ooh, this is always the one, right? And think about it. We don't do this in yoga. And release, shake it out, everybody. Good. Breathe. Come on back to your table pose. Remember, never, ever, ever hold something, a pose or anything to the point where you are in a lot of pain. It's not worth that. All right, so here we are again. Take the elbows out to the side, scoop up all that laundry, throw it at your husband. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. I mean, I might have to cut that part. John's good. He does laundry. Okay. Disclaimer. Hold on to all that goodness in between your elbows. Don't in through the lower belly. Find your breath. Flip your toes under. Feel the strength of the upper shoulders. Lift the knees a couple of inches. Hold. Tuck the belly in. Neutral spine, everybody. Look at your feet and your knees. They are hips width apart for most of us. If your hamstrings are super tight, you take the feet wider. But when you look at your feet, you should not be able to see your heels curling in or curling out. Now, gather up that goodness between the elbows. Draw the bottom tips of the shoulder blades down. Bring your chest toward your thighs. Keep a deep bend in your knees. What do you feel in your hands? Imagine pulling the hands away from the wrists, right? Creating space there. Breathe. Now, tippy toes, big lift of the heels. Straighten the legs. Feel the sit bones lift, lift, lift. The arms haven't changed. Maybe pull the hands apart slightly, just isometrically, and then lower the heels toward the floor. Shake out that head. Your ears and your arms, for the most part, line up. Breathe. Nice job, everybody. Lower your knees to the floor. Whew. Step forward with your right foot and grab your blocks. Bring the blocks up nice and high. Take your hands to your blocks. Do you feel that, right? So it's just an amazing thing to me. It's like, how do we gain strength and not compromise those beautiful shoulder joints? All right, so here we are, just as as a reminder, we're in a lunge. Yes, you can stretch the front of that left hip and feel the stretch in the quad, but you don't just dive down without some control mechanisms, without engaging the opposing muscle to keep it supported. Good. Breathe, everybody. You can slide that back knee down back a little bit if you want a little more stretch. Take your hands to your knee. Hold. Take both arms up. Turn the palms forward. Grab that rope. Pull it down. And inhale up. Exhale down and up. Exhale, squeeze shoulder blades and up. Two more. Breathe. Last one. And exhale, hands come back to your blocks. Just straighten out your front leg, lift your front foot so you're right on the heel. Stretch it out. And bend that front knee, change legs. Left foot comes forward, right leg goes back. Same thing here, right? We can stretch through that right front quad. We engage the right glute muscles to support that. And we never feel pain in that front hip, that front part of the hip joint. We just allow that sweet little stretch. Soften the shoulders away, tone the belly. Take your hands to your knees. Breathe. Take the arms in front of you. Pull the elbows back. Turn them into cactus arms. Turn your thumbs to point backwards. And try to get the thumbs toward the floor. Good. If you don't like this, blame it on Betty. Straighten the arms. Pull it back. And I am joking. Turn the thumbs back. Try to pull the arms back. We got one more. Reach forward. Pull. Make it into cactus arms. Turn the thumbs backwards and pull back. Reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to your blocks, straighten the front leg. Flex that foot, everybody. Just stretch. And come on back. Lower the blocks by one and switch sides. And breathe. Optional to lift the back knee off the floor. That is optional. You can keep that knee down, squeeze your glutes, take your hands to your knees, and inhale, reach the arms up. Come to cactus arms, listen up. You're going to twist toward the right. Don't over twist. Pull the right shoulder back and then bring the elbows together. What we did on the floor. 1, just 3. 2, squeeze. And 3. Come back to center. Let those hands come down. Lower the knee. Whew. Switch sides. Find your breath. Remember again, optional knee up or knee down. Squeeze the imaginary block between the thighs. Breathe. Take your hands to your knee. Lift up. Inhale. Take the arms up. And then come to cactus. Twist to the left. Draw that right elbow back. Here we go for 3. Squeeze together. And open. Yes, it's throwing off your balance. Squeeze. And open. Last one. Squeeze. And open. Come back to center. Release the hand. Set your blocks aside. Step back downward facing dog. Pedal it out, everybody. In down dog. Gather up all that goodness between the elbows. Feel the bottom tips of the shoulder blades draw in. Low belly tones. Feel the spread of the hands into your mat. Breathe. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, slowly lower. Pause an inch or 2 below the floor, above the floor. Squeeze the belly. Press into your arms, everybody. Lower the knees. And find child's pose, hero pose, anything else that feels good. Roll out your shoulders. Shake out those wrists. You got this. You got this. Almost there. All right. When you're ready, come on up. Right foot forward, blocks come back. Find your strap, grab your strap, pick it up, put it around your knee for now, and lift up and breathe. Take that strap, reach it over your head, pull it down behind your head. 1, yep, just 5, 2, keep the legs active. 3, 4, and 5. Listen up. Take it up, drop it down, take it behind you. Hold it so it is shoulder width apart and press back through the shoulders. Squeeze. Lift up through the shoulders. Press back through the strap. And release. Good. Just set it where you can get to it, probably not on that leg. And switch sides. Come into your lunge to start. Grab your strap. Make sure buckles and straps and things aren't going to whack you in the head. Take the arms up. Pull that strap apart and then take it in front of you, down to your chest and up. If you could feel the shoulder blades and the muscles between the shoulder blades working. Pull the strap apart. That's 4. We got 1 left. And down, squeeze, release, take it back behind you. Hold the strap a little closer than your shoulder width. Press it down toward your foot and then back a little bit. And breathe. Whew. You got it. And release, set your strap aside. Set your blocks aside. Come to table pose. Inhale, the left arm reaches up. Find the wingspan, one arm up, one arm down. Exhale, eye of the needle, everybody. Dropping down to that left shoulder, the left side of the head. Maybe the right arm reaches forward. Deep breath. Stretching it out. Take the right hand back under your right shoulder. Push off that right hand. Take the left arm up. And breathe. Beautiful twist here. Beautiful stretch. Exhale, release. Same thing, other side. First, good posture, everybody. Tone in through the belly. Take the right arm up. Find that wingspan. And then exhale, eye of the needle. That hand brushes underneath. You drop to shoulder and the side of your head. Left arm maybe reaches forward. Breathe. And then the left hand slides under your shoulder. It's really important here to push off of that shoulder. Lift the right arm again. Exhale, release. Good. Table pose. Gather up all that goodness between the elbows. Feel that external rotation. Maybe claw the tips of the fingers down a little bit. Tone in through your belly. Lift the knees an inch or 2. Look at your knees, look at your feet, all pointing in the same direction. Press the chest toward your thighs. Feel the strength of your arms. Feel the strength of your muscles wrapping around the joints. Lift your heels. Straighten the legs if you can. Lower the heels. They do not have to touch the floor, mine are not. Notice if the arms have changed. Notice if the shoulders feel less stable. What can we do to engage? Take your feet nice and wide on your mat. Walk those hands back. Whew. Bend the knees. Come all the way up. Move that blanket out of the way. Bring your blocks to the front of your mat. Shake it out. I know it can be a lot, right? To work with these, there are 3 deltoids, there's supraspinatus. I mean, there's just tons of muscles supporting this. What we don't want to do is just kind of pull on that joint any more than we want to pull on it through the hips. So instead we strengthen it, right? We strengthen all of that. So come on up to the front of your mat. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale, reach up. Hold on to the beach ball. Exhale, forward fold. Press hands into blocks. Come halfway up. Exhale down. Soften the knees. Step back, right foot. Come into a lunge. Your back knee can be high or low. It's up to you, wherever you feel stable. Take your hands to your left knee, lift your chest. Inhale, reach the arms up. Hold the beach ball. Turn your palms forward and then just slowly lower the arms and push back. Breathe. Good. Release, take it up. Exhale, slow, 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 slow. Push it back behind you. Open the chest. Last one, take it up. Exhale, reach it back. Remember, back knee can be down. Turn the palms toward each other. Interlace. Keep the palms wide. Don't press them together. Draw the shoulder blades back. Squeeze. I know. Woo-hoo. Release the hands. Take it up. Exhale, hands to blocks. Your choice. One, you're going to drop that knee, switch sides, or you're going to just go through your down dog now that you got even more finesse to your dog. Everything feels so stable and wonderful. Look through your hands, step forward, right leg. Grab your blocks. Find your pose. Remember, back knee can be on the floor. Make sure you're not too long. Take your hands to your knee. Whew. Lift your chest. Find your breath. Inhale, reach up. Breathe. Exhale, cactus arms. Squeeze your back glute, everybody. And then draw both elbows back more. Exhale, take the hands together, squeeze. Open up. Exhale, squeeze. Open. Good. Squeeze. I did say back body, right? Squeeze. Last one. Squeeze open. Turn, make little fists. Turn your thumbs back. Draw the arms back. Breathe. Take them up. Exhale down. Whoo. Push off your back foot. Step forward. Ah, I know. Nice forward fold here, everybody. Take your blocks up nice and high. You're going to move one block out of the way and just circle that free arm. Circle, circle. And then you're going to sway out to the side and back across. Just let it be really soft, really loose here. Good. Grab that block, put it back. Move the other block out of the way. Circle that arm. Breathe. And then sway it back and forth. Nice job, everybody. Bring that block back. Breathe. Bend both of your knees. Take your hands to your knees. Come on up. Whew. Grab your strap. Put it around your shoulder or around your neck. We're going to get to it in just a second. Shake out those arms. Shake out those wrists. Good. So balance work, right? Please be near a wall if you would like to be near a wall. Always important. You're just going to, again, pull those shoulders back. Don't worry about, in fact, just take your strap off for now because it's bugging me, so it must be bugging you. Open up the shoulders and then find a really solid mountain pose. right? We go over mountain pose all the time. The glutes are active, the low belly is toned, the back of the knees are not popping back, right? There's a softness to the back of the knees. The shoulders draw back. All right, so balance work here. You're just going to take one leg, bring it up toward your chest. If you can, you're going to hold it either here underneath or at the knee, and then stand strong in the standing leg, and then let it go. Switch sides, take your time, get to mountain pose first, lift the knee, use your hands if you would like. Whoo, squeeze that standing leg, breathe, and let go. Shake that out. Okay, so that's round one. Easy enough. This time we're going to do 5 on one leg. We're not really going to hold it. We're just going to lift and either tap or not tap. So again, balance poses, always a wall nearby is helpful. Good solid pose. Here we go. When you're ready, you can take hands to hips or you can take them out. We're going to take one leg and we're going to lift. Maybe tap a toe, maybe not, depending on how your balance feels. 2 and 3, find your balance, find your focus point. 4, whoo, and 5, shake that out, let it go. Other side, this one is always a trickier side for me. Make sure that standing leg is solid. Tone your belly. Here we go. We're gonna lift and lower. 2, 3, I know. Whew. 4, 5, whew. And shake that out. Now, here is your third option. You do not have to do this, okay? We're going to do the same thing we've been doing. If that was tricky, if this last one was tricky, please don't use your strap on this one, okay? And feel free to stay near a wall. So we're going to do what we've been doing in 2 other ways. The strap is going to go overhead. We're going to find mountain pose. When you're ready, the knee bends, the arms come down. We're going to try to tap our ankle and then straighten, but maybe not touch. 2, 3, I know. 4, last one, 5, and let go. Shake that out. See, it wasn't that hard, but you don't want the strap getting in the way if your balance is, if you're working on your balance. All right, same thing, other side. I made this side look good. This is gonna be ugly. So left side. All right, here we go, loves. Nice tall pose. Arms overhead. Just 5 if you can do it. Here we go. Bring it in. Go slow. 1 and 2 and 3. Yep. 4. Little pull on that strap. And 5. See? Piece of cake. Set that strap aside. That was not bad at all, right? Come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward. You can always take your hands to your blocks. Let your head hang here if you can, if your back allows. Breathe. And then plant the hands, step back, down dog. I know all of you are doing these beautiful down dogs with this beautifully supported pose. Press the fingers away from the wrists. Gently pull the arms away from each other, just so soft. External rotation, we're holding on to that bundle of goodness. Lift the heels, lift the sit bones, keep the integrity of the shoulders, drop the heels again, keep the integrity of the shoulders, float to plank. and breathe. Notice, right? Not a lot has changed. You may not do as much external rotation here. You may want more neutral. So be willing to play there. Belly tucks in, tailbone is long. Lower your knees, everybody. Child's pose or some variation. Deep breath. Shake out your hips. Just breathe. And come on up. Good. I invite you to take your blanket and spread it out. You can do however much you want. You don't need a lot, but you just want some cushion, mostly under your hips. But for a treat, it might be nice to spread that blanket out a little bit longer so that your whole torso and part of your thighs are on your blanket. And then come on down. You can move your blocks out of the way. Boop. Come on down. And just breathe for a second on your belly. Shake out the hips. Feel the tops of the feet come to the floor. Breathe. And then take the hands, stack the hands one on top of the other. Put your forehead on your hands. Keep your forehead glued to your hands. Press your pubic bone down and lift up our body. Your head is pretty neutral. I'm looking at my mat. I'm kind of looking toward the top of my mat. Release those hands, bring elbows to side body, and then reach them forward. Good. Squeeze. We're only doing 3 of these. And 3. Reach forward. Put them back under your forehead and lower. Shake it out. Whew. Let both hands come down along your sides. Turn the palms face down. Pull the shoulders away from the floor. Lift the arms and imagine pulling those arms down toward your thighs. Maybe lift the legs, maybe lift the head, neck, chest. Good. Breathe. Pull the shoulder blades toward each other. Move the front shoulders away from the floor. And then turn the palms up, but don't let the shoulders roll forward. Breathe. Locust pose. And fully release. Breathe, everybody. Take the arms to cactus. Lift the head and the neck and the chest. The hands are still in cactus. Lift the legs. Legs are optional, by the way. If you feel that in your lower back, lower the legs. Hold here. Draw the shoulder blades down your back. Lift the arms. Find your breath. Variation of locust. Arms forward, locust. Breathe. And lower down fully. Whew. You got this, everybody. Piece of cake. Breathe. Whew. All right, we're almost done here with this little round. So take those hands back down to your sides. Turn the palms face in, the thumbs are pointing down. Lift your head, neck, chest. Lift the arms, lift the legs. Breathe. Pull the shoulders away from each other. Squeeze between the shoulder blades. One, you're here. Two, you're going to interlace those hands. Keep the palms separate from each other. Working with that upper body. Watch that tension in the neck. Don't overlook up. Breathe. And lower. Holy moly. I know. Bend both knees. Give yourself a little windshield wiper there. Lower the legs. Bring the legs a little bit closer in. Now, we're going to do a shoulder chest stretch. I do again want you to be mindful. You only go to your stretch point. You don't go further away than that. We're going to start by taking the arms in cactus. And then look at your left elbow and just slide it ever so slightly higher than the shoulder line. So it's just moving up a little bit, okay? And then just relax that shoulder. And then look at your right elbow. So your head's turned toward the right. You're going to take your right hand to the floor, right underneath that shoulder. And you're going to push off the right hand to start to lean into the left side. Now, your head, it is kind of funky with the head. I probably should have grabbed something for your head, but you can rest your head. You can grab a block underneath your head, right? So that isn't what's holding you up. Yeah, I don't like the block. Pillow would have been a good idea. You can relax, just relax your head. So you're pushing with your right hand. My right elbow's pointing up toward the ceiling. I'm stretching my left chest and shoulder. My legs are pretty much stacked. Breathe. Do not overstretch here. You can go soft. Does not have to be big. Breathe. And release. Come back to center. Release both arms. Same thing, other side. Your right arm is going out. You're looking at your right elbow. It's off the shoulder, but then you're going to walk it up just a couple inches. And then you're going to look at your left elbow. Your head turns and stays that way. Take your left hand to your shoulder line, just under your shoulder, and start to push into the left hand and stack over to the right. Again, go easy. For some of you, you can just let your head drop to the floor. For some, you're going excuse me. You're going to have a block. One side, no doubt, will be tighter and have more sensation. Please don't overdo it. If you can hold and breathe, that stretch will start to lessen a little bit. And release fully and come on down. I know. Good. I want you to come up on elbows, Sphinx pose. Does not have to be a big Sphinx. This is less about the back bend here. I want you to drop your chin to your chest. Let it be heavy. Let that stretch happen. And then look up as if you're just looking up at the sky. And exhale, let the head drop. Inhale, look up. Exhale, let the head drop. Last one, look up. Exhale, let the head drop. Take the head to neutral. Look over your right shoulder. Come back to center. Look over the left shoulder. One more time, both sides, go slow, stretch, center, look over the left and center, and come on down. If you can, grab your strap and just set it beside your mat. We're going to come onto our backs slowly. Come onto your back. Ah. Bend your knees, let your feet come to the floor. Take the arms to cactus or T position if you have the room for that, and just relax your shoulders. Head is neutral. Breathe. Let it settle. Keeping your hands on the floor, just lift your elbows a little bit towards ceiling, just the elbows, and lower it down. Lift the elbows up. Keep everything else neutral, down. Just one more. Squeeze the elbows up and release them down. Take both elbows and hands together right in front of you. You're looking at those arms. Breathe and then straighten the arms. So the fingers are pointing up, the elbows will separate, and bend and bring the hand down toward your forehead. So I'm just resting my thumbs on my forehead, straighten and bend. One more, straighten and bend. And then let that go. Grab your strap one last time. Bend the knees to 90. You can cross your ankles. This is less about core, so don't work that hard in the core. You can if you want, but you don't have to. Take the strap and just reach your hand so that the strap is just past your knees for most of us. Head, neck are neutral. The hands are wide, shoulder width apart. Take it up and overhead. And back to your knees. And overhead. Ooh. And knees. Good. Last one of these. And knees. Now 3 more only if you want. Straighten the legs. And bring them back in. Straighten both legs. And in. Last one. Straighten both. And in. Release your strap. Find your breath here. I want you to take both hands underneath your sacrum. Palms are face down. The shoulders draw down. The legs straighten. If this hurts your hands, pop those hands out and breathe. Pressing the elbows down, a little bit of a lift of the chest. Deep breath. Now, most of you are going to stay here, especially if you have issues with vertigo, dizziness, neck issues. This is your jam right here. You're going to hang out here and just enjoy this. If you would like, you're going to press into your elbows, lift your chest, and come into this variation of fish pose. So I'm resting toward the top of my head. Elbows, forearms are pressing in, chest is lifted. Deep breath. And then let those hands or elbows slide straight under your hands, everybody. And breathe. And then bend your knees. Lift your hips, shift your hips to the left. Bring the knees toward your chest and allow the knees to go toward the right. Take the left arm out to cactus. So your knees are to the right. Please feel free to use a block in between the knees or under the knees. The left arm goes to cactus. The right arm is soft and comfortable. And then a slight movement of the elbow just up a little bit higher on the left. So we're just stretching out that chest. Breathe. Only if you want, you're just going to shift the hips a little bit more away from the left. So the top hip is going to shift toward the right a little bit. That is going to deepen the stretch of your chest. And then let your head just soften toward the right as well. So there's no strain in your neck. You're getting a deep stretch through the underarm, the chest. Breathe. And then release that rightward hip. Release the left arm and come back to center. Hips are back to the middle. Shift your hips over to the right. Draw the knees up to your chest. Allow the legs to go to your left. The right arm is in cactus. The left arm is just hanging out wherever it feels comfortable. And then ever so slightly, just slide that right elbow up a little bit higher. Relax everything else to stay in your twist. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And then again, if you want, you're just going to shift the top hip toward the left a little more and turn your head to the left so that it takes all that tension out of your neck, hopefully. Deepening the stretch along that right armpit and right chest. Release the right arm, release the head, and take the knees back to center. Bring your hips back to center. Draw both knees to your chest. And rock side to side. Keep the right knee in, stretch the left leg really long. Let it come to the floor. And switch sides. Bring both knees to chest, listen up. You're going to roll the knees to one side. You're going to come up to a seat that really makes sense for you. So we're, and if you're like, heck no, I want Shavasana, go to Shavasana. We're just going to do one more shoulder stretch, and then we're going to do a seated Shavasana. You do not have to do that. You can lay down and just chill for the next few minutes. So just open up the shoulders, take the arms out, bring the right arm across your body, drop the shoulder and stretch. Breathe. One, you're here. Two, you're going to keep that left arm sliding under, left elbow slide under, and come to eagle arms. We did a ton of work with the shoulders stretching chest and engaging back body. So now we're stretching the back body, engaging chest. Good. Release that. Shake it out. Bring the other arm across for you all. Be left, mirroring here. Drop that shoulder. One, stay here. This is a lovely stretch. Or slide the elbow under and come to eagle arms. Deep breath. Release that. Shake it out. Hands rest wherever. You know, there is a lovely thing you could do here. If your blocks are handy, just grab your blocks, place them on your legs, and let your elbows hang out on the blocks. It really feels good. It lessens all that tension there. And then drop your chin to your chest. Whew. Take right ear to right shoulder. Look down at the right shoulder. Slide the chin across your chest. Take your left ear to your left shoulder. And then look down at the left chest. Release that. Come back to center. Lift that head. Draw the shoulders back. If you are happy and comfortable, this is your Shavasana. It won't be as long. If you are not happy, come into a happy spot. Keep the elbows heavy on the blocks. Keep the shoulders really soft here. Your chin is level, the back of the head moving back, your posture so much wider and straighter. Settle into your mat. Find your breath. Soft belly breath here, everybody. Relax your jaw. And slowly open your eyes. If you are laying down Shavasana, start to wiggle toes and fingers, drawing your knees to your chest. If you are seated, go ahead and roll the shoulders. Those in traditional Shavasana can let those knees roll to one side or the other, and then work your way up to a seat. And everybody inhale, take it up. Exhale to your heart. Bow your head to your own inner strength, your own inner wisdom. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. We're all going to need a hot shower after that. Thanks so much, everybody.